have the big screen now with us. This game will be starting here on Radio ITG in 3, 2, 1. It's Envious versus Chobo. It's France versus the mighty Finlandia on Nullwood with Warcraft 3 at the World Cyber Games 2004. It's human versus human, and this game is going to be kicking off. Round of applause coming out from the spectators as this game gets underway. It looks like Chobo going to be setting up Altar of Kings straight away. We have seen both times in all games that the Archmage is the first to be constructed from the Altar of Kings. Looking around, both teams on opposite sides of the map, one southwest, one southeast of this map. That is, of course, a Nullwood. Now, what do we have built here? We have a Barracks and an Altar of Kings being built by Envious, who is playing as the pink team. Yay, go pink. And now looking around, and on the purple team, we have got Chobo, who is building a farm as well as a Barracks and an Altar of Kings. And looks like that'll be constructed very, very shortly. And as we get this underway, the farm is slowly being constructed. We've got peasants doing their job, getting the gold up. No wood, no lumberjacks out just yet, but not needed right at the early stages of the match. We have two farms being constructed, in fact, by Envious. Altar of Kings now constructed in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Altar of Kings is up and ready to go here. Envious constructs that, and as we take a little look around, we have an Archmage being built. As per usual, we have Militia up. We have Chobo moving his forces straight across to the middle of the map. Same carbon copy up by Envious, both going to the south spawn point, checking that out first. They will see one another's bases pretty much at the same time. In the early stages of this match between the mighty Finlandia and France, it's Chobo going up against Envious here from clan 3wD. And as we continue this game, both teams sending out more scouts. We have a footman going on out. Both teams, in fact, exact carbon copy. We've got two people sending militia out south. We have two people sending out footmen up north. It's fantastic. It's well, it's standard. And here comes Envious now going across to the west spawn point, where he is going to see the base of Chobo. One footman going out from that base as well. We have an Archmage finally spawned up by Chobo, spawning up his water elemental. A peasant is not going to notice that. Into the base goes the other peasant. They have spotted now one another's bases, and out come both Archmages, and they're going to start the creeping off with the Null Wardens and Assassins down on the bottom hand side with the pink side. As we move around, we have the all the clever coming out from Envious. And it looks like the Archmage, both of them Archmages, are going for the creeps, the Null Wardens, the Null Assassins. Tome of Intelligence drop there, not picked up by Chobo from France, but they are going to take on this last Null Poacher and then move on up. Level 1.5 is the Archmage. Moving across, we have another successful creeping done by the Goblin Merchant. Moving across, we have the Archmage going. Is he going to go straight for the base? No, he's going to go for some more creeps down on the south of the map. Spawns up another Water Elemental, taking on a Null Brute as he backs the Archmage away, leaves the footman to do the damage. And he's going to go, where is he going to go? In fact, the Archmage coming into Creepjack here. We have both sides going for two creeps, and one of them is not going to win out here. And as they go head to head, the Archmages are backing out of this battle. One Archmage has lost a lot of health. One water elemental of the pink side, that is Envious, dissipates, and that he's getting that Archmage out of there ASAP. He's down to about 300 HP. In fact, he's flanking around the bushes now, here, meeting up with his pink forces once again. Going to go back to finish off the job of the Null Poachers. Beautiful movement there, flanking around the bushes. That was fantastic work there. Just drawing out the purple forces of Chobo into the complete rogue position. Chobo's finally been alerted to quite how he was dumbfounded there, and now his forces are going to go up against Envious's. Water Elemental's backing away from the damage. It looks like Chobo's Water Elemental is going to be the one to be victimized by Envious's forces, who are surrounding it now, taking pop shots at it, down to about 200 HP. Here comes the Archmage to lend a hand, and his footman as well. Looks like the pink and purple forces are going to go at it right in the middle of the river, and as they do so, we have another footman coming in to lend a hand to the battle, and Chobo is going to take another swipe at him. Now, Chobo losing health as well. Both Archmages, though, are up at about 75% health. In fact, Chobo's Archmage is pretty much full health, and as they move him out of the battle, in fact, there are more forces coming in here. We have a Sentry Ward deployed at the bottom side of the map, bottom left-hand side of the map now. As we continue to move around, we have more footmen following other footmen and the Archmages around. More fire being exchanged between one and the other. They're just slowly backing each other away, moving their Archmages out of danger. Both Archmages up to level 1. In fact, no, Chobo's Archmage is still at level is still at level 1, while I'm sorry, the Finlandian's Archmage is up to level 2. We have a Red Drake coming into action here and near the Fountain of Health. In fact, backed away, and the pink forces are following this Archmage. And where are his footmen to lend a hand? We have the Red Drake being drawn out by Envious's Archmage, and it looks like the pink forces are going to back away from Chobo's Archmage, who is now taking it to them. In fact, Chobo going to get outnumbered here quite badly as he's going to get surrounded. Here come his backup. Here comes in the shape of some footmen, which are under attack by a Null Warden now. He strikes his own man, it looked like there, and now Chobo's finally going to get his Archmage out of danger, out of harm's way. He's got 3 footmen against 3 footmen and a Water Elemental. The pink men are doing their job, taking down another footman there who is taking further damage. More Archmages pushing back in with a second Water Elemental. No water Elemental up by the Archmage of Chobo, and Chobo's Archmage still at a level 1. And no sign of advancing now, about 50% HP. We still have his sentry. We still have Envious's sentry ward up. They're going to go to the Fountain of Health. Use the Fountain of Health before the creeps awake. They awaken the creeps, and the Red Drake is going to rain fire down upon him. Hellfire and Brimstone on top of these. Top of the Water Elemental is what is taking the damage, and not even the Fountain of Health can counter that. The Red Drake is going to destroy this Water Elemental, and he is going to go right now. Now he's going to move on to some of these footmen who are taking damage, just getting rained of fire down upon him. In fact, he's taking it. The Red Drake is taking it upon himself to take on the Archmage, but with that Fountain of Health so close by, they're having to do double the work to get one single kill, and down goes one of the Null Brutes. It's just the Red Drake left alive. Is he going to give suit? No, he's just going to sit on top of the Fountain of Health. Yes, he launches up. He's taking another shot off at one of the footmen who loses just a little bit of health, and now more footmen from the purple side of Chobo come in the wrong place at the wrong time, and Chobo is moving that Mountain King out of there slowly because he is taking damage from that Red Drake. Now, we have 3 or 4 footmen giving chase to the Water Elemental and other footmen. They're going to back around. Both sides have a Water Elemental up. Both sides have a Mountain King up. Red Drake comes in, takes a look. Does he want to get involved? No, backs away towards the Fountain of Health. And that level 6 Red Drake is not going to get involved. Now the Archmage is slowly backing away. The pink Archmage of Envious is backing away under fire from the footmen of Chobo. But at the very same end, we have the Mountain King under fire from... the Mountain King is going to fall right now, in fact. He was just surrounded by the footmen, and Chobo has lost his Mountain King. And where is his Archmage? His Archmage is lost to me. He's, in fact, over on the right-hand side of the map, near Envious's base. Now backing away, right in the center of this map. These two teams are going to go at it once again. We have a priest up for Envious, which shows his advancement. He's up to level 2 units now as well, with a second hero as well. Now, outnumbered is this level 1 Archmage still. We are, what, 10 minutes into this game, and Chobo's hero is still at level 1. He's really struggling to level it up. It looks like we have more creeping going on the bottom right-hand side of the map by Envious, whose Archmage is close to level 3, and he's taking on the Null Overseer, and when that Null Overseer goes down, you have to feel the Archmage go up to level 3, even closer to that level 3 right now. They're backing away. In comes the purple forces of Chobo, moving in, finally levels up that Archmage to a level 2, but the creeping is going to be completed by the pink forces of Envious. Slowly, that Null Assassin is just getting outnumbered and outgunned by more and more priests and footmen and creep, and the Null Assassin goes down, and the Mountain King goes up to a level 3. Going to move around. They're going to regenerate their forces, going to move the priests into the action now. They're just outnumbering the purple forces right now, and in the center of the map, that Red Drake is taking it upon himself once again to get involved in the action. The Red Drake takes a little bit of damage, down to about 800, and the Archmage is going to, if he can slay this Red Drake with the Water Elemental's help, he will get great points for that. But here comes more forces from the pink side, going to use that Fountain of Health as a backup resource, and that will give them a huge advantage here. We have a Spellbreaker in here by Chobo, but the Archmage and the priests are getting outnumbered here. Chobo got one of the priests right next to the Fountain of Health. The idea has to be to keep your units by that Fountain of Health, and then you will be safe and sound. But the purple units giving chase to the pink units of Envious. The 3 priests backing away, but the Drake does not care who it is, whether he's going to slay Yobo or whether he's going to slay Envious. He does not care. He's taking about 50% damage, but his health is going back up a little bit at a time. The Envious's priests are doing some damage, as are his Water Elementals, and it looks to me like that Red Drake could be in a situation he cannot beat. 2 Water Elementals against that Red Drake. The Water Elemental's up at about 50, full health, taking a bit of comfort from the water fountain of health, and as they do so, the Red Drake is continuing to give chase to the water elementals. Now backs away to the Fountain of Health and back to his homeland. Now we have the Archmage and a Knight going around the top right-hand side of the map. Going to also see some creeping at the very top of this map. We have Rock Golem and Shadow Priest and Berserkers right on the top side, and it looks like Chobo is finally going to get that Mountain King, which was revived, close to a level 2. We have the Archmage still on level 2 as well for Chobo. He's also got his spell breakers there, as well as a priest on the very outskirts of the battle. That that Troll Berserker is going to go down. They're going to move on to the second Troll Berserker. All units on one. Down goes the Troll Berserker. The Mountain King has a full bar and is so close to leveling up to level 2. The Archmage is about 2.5 away, is about half a bar away from a level 3. We have spawned up a Paladin as well for Envious. He's spawned up now all 3 heroes. He has an Archmage. He has also got a Mortar Team with his attack force. We have a Mountain King, we have a Paladin, and we have an Archmage. Leading the charge, though, is the Knights towards the next creep. In fact, it's the Archmage leading it straight down to this Rock Golem on the bottom of the map. That Red Drake is getting into the action once again. He's back up to full health near this Fountain of Health, and as he does so, he is not under fire from any of the units, because it's not ground-to-air units heavy in his forces, and that Red Drake is going to take a lot of shots off at the Archmage, I believe it is, that he's shooting at. And that Red Drake is, in fact, losing health first. Going to go down any second now in a blaze of glory. That Archmage is going to pick him off and drops down. We have the Mountain King right beneath that to pick up his rewards. Now, the Archmage has gone so close to level 3 now as well with that. But we have a base push going in here, which has deteriorated to nothing. And now right in the bottom center of the map, one of the farms that was set up early on has been destroyed, and Envious is now pushing his forces around the bottom side of the map, taking down the sensor net of farms, and taking offense to them even being there. We have one Spellbreaker right next to it, though, and he could come under attack now. He's been moved out of there, and we have the big purple forces, though, of Chobo going straight through the front door of Envious's base, and both teams are fairly evenly matched number for number, and they're going to take on the peasants. If they can slaughter a few peasants, then they will get themselves some form of advantage economically before we have a town portal coming in. But so far, no town portal. The pink forces of Envious are still interested in the Goblin Merchant, but surely we'd see something like a town portal, or they're going to push up on the offensive and go straight into the base. But the purple forces now taking some shots off at the castle and a few peasants to the left alive. Here comes the town portal from Envious, in fact, sorry, from Chobo, and he's going to get his forces the heck out of there because Envious got his team right in there, and he decided it was better to be safe than sorry. We have another farm up right on top of Envious's base, in fact, and Envious is now going to slow the pace of this game down. We have a bit of creeping going on. In fact, we have an expansion on where the creeping was at the very north side of the map. We have no expansion from Chobo, from Envious, just Chobo. Now, looking around, that expansion can only have been up there about a minute. And on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have Chobo slowly moving some of his forces out of harm's way, because here comes the pink forces. The Knight is not going to be interested in that. And remember, Envious is that pink mass that right now is doing some creeping, taking down some footmen there with his mortar team and with priests, just outgunning them and outmanning them. And right now, the the purple army is looking a little bit worse for wear. Counting the units, I would say there are about 12 to 15 units in the purple army of Yobo. Counting the pink army that is moving in front of me, I'd say there's about 10 in the first wave, and then there's the second wave of Mortar Team and the Mountain King. That's an additional 4 units there, and that would just, in my opinion, give him the swing. We have no riflemen, no mortar units, no form of long-range weaponry from Chobo right now, and I think that could be where the battle could be won and lost. Chobo, though, going to react to the actions of Envious at the bottom-hand side of their base. Here comes the Avery construction with the Griffin Rider. Here comes a few militia as well, and they're going to chase down this pink army. We have one Paladin caught right in a bad place now. He's got to get his ass straight out of there, otherwise he's going to get surrounded by militia and by footmen. And as he does so, we have some of the mortar team firing on up here from Envious here, taking down footmen, taking down militia. They aren't discriminatory. They're just going to take down anything that moves right now, and the fire is going straight on the top of these militia's head, and they are having to move them away. One of the priests takes a mortar shot right in the face, moving that out of there. One of the Knight is also going to chase down one of the water elementals, and as they do so, we're going to see that pink army move back to the south of the map. This is a real big battle going on here right at the bottom hand side of the map. They are slowly getting one another's units count down. The mortar team doing a lot of damage, as are the priests on the back skirts of each map. Archmage also staying out of it, but we're low on footmen for both sides. I think we just have 1 or 2 footmen left alive for Chobo, none for the pink army of Envious, and that could be what costs it. You need to have a great balance of each close range unit, long range unit, air units, and so on. I believe the Gryphon Rider has been taken down. We have a few priests right on the north-hand side of this battle. We are moving our Mountain King out of there, says Envious, but Chobo is going to give chase with his knight. He's going to take on that Mountain King, and the Mountain King goes to the Goblin Merchant, does some shopping, moves back. He's going to get surrounded in here. He's going to have to get the heck out of here. He has been surrounded by Chobo's forces, and it's only a matter of time before that Mountain King goes down. He's healthing up just a little bit, but he's going to fall. Right now, down he goes, and the Mountain King of Chobo is going to level up as a result. Now they are surrounding the Paladin. There's still room for that Paladin to get out, I feel. No, there doesn't seem to be that. And the Paladin being surrounded, the mortar team coming in to save it. They are going to have to free the Paladin. No, down goes the second hero. The Paladin falls, and now Chobo is in an advantage, having 3 heroes for the price of 1. That is the pink army lacking heroes. And where is the Archmage? Because right now the Archmage is the only thing that is keeping this army alive. And it's a level 3 Archmage. It's WCG who is giving chase to the mighty army of the purples. And he had better not get himself trapped up like he did these last 2 heroes. Here comes a Gryphon Rider pushing around to the right-hand side. They're going to give chase to this army. They're going to take on one of the knights. They're going to engulf that knight. Very much a search and destroy mission here. Just engulf the forces up and then just slaughter them. Seems to be the idea so far. And it's worked pretty much for them so far. Now, neither team going to make use of the Fountain of Health. It would have been a good idea if you ask me, but as they passed, they did health up just a tad. Now, looking at the expansion at the very north-hand side of the map, everything is peaceful at this expansion. Moving around, we have some of the pink units going to go for some creeping. We've got some Null Wardens and Assassins just outside Envious's base, and they're going to be put to the slaughter. And before the Paladin can be revived, Chobo's farm is just outside Envious's base was taken down. We have got 3 flying machines also up in the center of the base. We are, of course, up to castle level 3. And as we look for the Altar of Kings, we are seeing the level 3 Mountain King being revived, and he will be up and ready for action momentarily. Now, Chobo does not seem to be pushing his man advantage, his hero advantage, because right now he has a 2-hero advantage, and in my opinion, he should be pressing the base and making that pay, but he's not. He's going to go for some more creeping on the top right-hand side of the map. He's going to go up to 1 Rock Golem and 3 Troll Berserkers. In fact, one of the Troll Shadow Priests. And as they make that, they spawn up a Water Elemental. They're going to be... Are they going to be chased? No, they're not. The pink army of Envious is going to move down to the south and is going to go... Where is it going to go? It's going to go for a big rock movement. We have 2 rock golems, and we have 1 granite golem right at the top here, a level 9 and a level 6. The granite golem is taking a lot of damage. Both rock golems still near full health, but as that granite golem is about to fall, there are going to be big rewards, and it's going to be big XP for them. And let's see, the Archmage will level up to level 4 right now as he takes him down. Level 4 1/4. There is still no other hero to take those points from him as well. And as these 2 other rock golems fall down, he has leveled up to about 4 1/3, and he has now secured the bottom part of this map. There are still more creeps around the gold mine in the left-hand side of the map as well. We have our militia moving out from the center of the base. We also have those flying machines doing some scouting in and around the center of the map. Of course, there is that Drake no longer there. Now here comes the purple army of Chobo, moving straight into the backhand side of the base. We've got the Gryphon Riders taking on the peasants who cannot fight for themselves. And now the Chobo moving in some Spellbreaker as well. Here comes the Paladin, having been revived, moving the heck out of there. They've got some mortar teams moving in as well, and some knights. And here come the recovering forces as well. Archmage is there. This was possibly too little too late to make the attack because the Paladin has already been respawned. It rains down the blue, and the purple forces are getting the heck out of there. They move back to the backhand side of the map so the priests can do their work. They have secured the back part of the base, but they are not doing any damage. In fact, the castle has lost about 250 HP, but out of 2,500, that's not so much. More mortar fire coming in. The flying machines so far out of the action. We're moving the Gryphon Riders out of the way as well as the Mountain King, which is so close to leveling up. But pretty much all of the peasants have been slaughtered. In fact, I do not see a single peasant left alive, and that is seriously going to damage Envious's economy, which right now is stuck at 187 and 216, and it is going down. There is no way back, and he is going to have to get some peasants up there. He is training some, but he is going to be affected big time for the rest of this map. Looking back across the map, it looks like Chobo's economy is, although low, is still being replenished quite happily, and his forces are so far, well, they're in good shape, but they're small. It's a small force. Looking at the Gryphon Avery, still not so much use of the air units by the Gryphon area. The Arcane Sanctum is training up another Spellbreaker. Both are training up Spellbreaker and another Priest as well. And the Order of Kings stands firm. We are not seeing any of those siege engines like we did in the last human versus human match, which really silenced the flying machines that did so much damage. Now we're going to see another push on the creep outside the mercenary camp. We're going to see one rock golem going up against a whole pink army, and the pink army are going to pink him down with their little pinky. And we have that Archmage up to level 4.5. We have 5 of the flying machines escorting this army up, and the Bulgarian national anthem is being cheered down from the stands. No Bulgarians playing here. It is Chobo up against Envious. It is the mighty Finlandia against Chobo of France. And this should be a cracking game as it continues to go. We have the army built up, a few more Gryphon Riders up in the air. We have all 3. We have a Paladin up here as well, level 2 Paladin for the purple army. That is that of Chobo. He is moving down to the south side of the map, going to go near another Goblin Merchant. As he does so, sorry, mercenary camp. As he does so, he meets 3-4 creeps around there. We got golems there, we got null assassins, and as he does so, he's going to make light work of those, level his units up. Where are the pink army, though? The pink army are coming straight through the middle of the map, making a beeline either for his army's location, or they're going to back away and go towards the objective itself. We have some flying machines checking out any potential expansions, which don't appear to have happened. We have possibly 5 flying machines now making a way down south. That will be their flight path straight towards the base, if that's where it's going to continue. But the action is kicking off outside of the base in the River Deep. The pink army has, in fact, moved out of there, retreated, and where are they going to go? They're going to flank around and go for the base. Well, that seems to be the path of the flying machines, who have, in fact, made a beeline east. They're going to meet up with the pink army. They're going to lend some support to the Gryphon, lend a force to the Gryphon. They have what I don't understand is that they have just, the Mountain King has just dropped down his Scroll of Healing, which has been picked up by the Archmage, who's at level 4 now. Flying machines have come in to lend a hand. We have it raining down. We have 4 priests on the outskirts of the battle, not involved at all. The Archmage has lost a lot of health. In fact, as I speak, he's down. Oh, up goes his health to full there. Takes a bit of damage, and down goes one of the flying machines in a blaze of glory as it falls from the sky. One of the Gryphon Riders is losing health, but it goes up to 300, in fact, and is back up and running. Another one of the flying machines falls, and the whole army, the whole cavalry has fallen of those flying machines. Now, the Gryphon Rider's taking it down. Down goes the pink Mountain King, and down goes the Paladin as well. It's just the Archmage left alive, which when I last checked had lost a lot of life, and good games is called. And now it is game, set, and match. Chobo from France has destroyed the mighty Finlandian and Envious, and that is game, set, and match here on Radio ITG. Coming up later for you on Warcraft 3 at 2 p.m. we have got Hong Kong against Chile. That is Heavy up against Tony HK, and that will be coming up at 2 p.m. San Francisco time. Thank you for tuning in to ITG Tosspot at the World Cyber Games 2004.